In the darkness of the Brazilian jungle, venomous snakes slink with deadly bites. Countless other mysterious creatures are also constantly fighting for survival. Who will overcome and who will become prey? Wild Brazil. Survival battle of snakes and mysterious animals. Brazil. Land of the deep green Amazon forests, the vast Pantanal wetlands, and the parched Cerrado savannas. This is a paradise of biodiversity, where thousands of animal species live and compete every moment to survive. Off the coast of São Paulo, hidden in thick sea fog, there is an island that humans must almost permanently avoid. It is Ilha da Queimada Grande. Snake Island, a land covered in creepy rumors. Amidst the dense vegetation and moss-covered rocks, thousands of extremely venomous snakes silently slither, making this one of the most dangerous islands in the world. And among them, the most prominent is the golden viper, an endemic species that does not exist anywhere else on Earth. Their bodies are covered in a golden color, like fire creeping between the treetops. Their size can exceed 1.5 meters, but what makes every creature terrified is their fangs. A tiny bite is enough to stop the heart in just a few minutes. With no large animals to hunt, the golden viper devotes all its cunning to ambushing migratory birds. Lying motionless among the dry leaves, it gently moves its tail, swaying like a small worm. This is a special strategy of the Bothrops insularis species, caudal luring prey with its tail. From above, a bird tired from a long flight swoops down, thinking it has found an easy meal. The moment of life and death seemed imminent. But the watchful eyes saved it. In an instant, the bird's wings spread wide, its whole body soared into the sky, leaving the predator slithering in defeat, the feast out of reach. On Snake Island, even the notorious killer does not always win. But it is the isolation of thousands of years that has tempered the golden viper into the deadly ghost of wild Brazil, making this island forever associated with obsession and death. And Brazil is not only the land of deadly ghosts on Snake Island. In the midst of the vast green Amazon, another world echoes the bustling sounds of life. The forest canopy shakes, leaves rustle as the Capuchin monkeys move quickly from branch to branch. In contrast to the deathly silence of the snakes, they are the cheerleaders, turning the forest into a lively, non-stop stage. Capuchin monkeys have small bodies, weighing only a few kilos, but their bright eyes and flexible tails that act like a second arm make them natural artists of the jungle. Their skillful hands can pry open hard nutshells, flip over leaves, or dig out insects hidden deep in wood crevices. Behind that active appearance is an amazing intelligence. Capuchins know how to use stones as tools, turn tree branches into weapons to ward off snakes, and coordinate together in hunting small prey, from delicate lizards to careless baby birds. Today, their target is a mouse hiding in a rock crevice. With agility and experience, the whole group easily captures the prey. But that short-lived joy is cut short. From the bushes, a long shadow slithers out. The snake rushes forward, snatching the spoils in the blink of an eye. It swallows the prey whole. Then slowly crawl away, carrying absolute victory, leaving behind the monkeys only helpless anger. In this harsh world, sometimes just a moment of negligence is enough to turn the bustling joy into tragedy. For Capuchins, strength and speed are not the keys to survival, but intelligence, the invisible weapon that has helped them create, adapt and survive throughout thousands of years of evolution. The world of Capuchins is not just about hunting and lurking dangers. In the midst of that harshness, there are still gentle moments of continued life. Capuchin monkeys give birth only once every 2 years. The tiny red babies are carried by their mothers at birth, never leaving their mother's side. They cling to their mothers' backs, following them through the branches, learning how to climb, how to find food, and how to be alert to predators. The whole herd also contributes to their upbringing. The adult males are alert to all dangers, while the older cubs are often curious and approach and play with the younger ones as a way of learning to be parents early. It is this bond that helps Capuchins maintain a tight-knit society, where each individual is an important link in the life cycle of the whole herd. For Capuchins, wisdom lies not only in making tools or dealing with enemies, but also in the ability to nurture the next generation, ensuring that their wisdom and survival instinct will continue to resonate in the Brazilian jungle. In the silence of the Mata Atlantica forest, another sound rises, clear and bustling, like the call of the festive season. It is the appearance of the mannequin bird, the forest dancers with brilliant beauty and excellent communication instincts. Especially the swallow-tailed manakin, also known as the swallow-tailed manakin, with iridescent emerald green feathers, red heads like small flickering flames in the forest canopy. Although only about 15 centimeters long and weighing less than 30 grams, they attract the whole forest with their unique and enchanting performances. Every year when the breeding season comes, the Mata Atlantica forest awakens with the echoing sounds from the clearings. At a place called Lek, the male birds gather, perform a synchronized dance, emitting strange clicking sounds by flapping their wings and beating their branches. This is not just a beauty contest, but a concert of coordination. Surprisingly, only one bird in the group will mate, the prize for the most perfect performance. A few males accompany a more prominent individual, seemingly only to practice and learn non-stop for many years, sometimes taking 8 to 10 years to have the opportunity to step into the center of the green forest stage. When the female bird appears, the main male launches the most beautiful dance of his life, whirling jumps around the branches, both singing love calls and showing off his vitality. The female bird, although only 1 year old, has a quiet but strong maternal instinct. After a short mating, she quietly leaves the lek. In a secluded corner of the forest, she begins a silent journey, building a small cup-shaped nest, made of dry grass, moss and slender branches. After laying 1 or 2 eggs, the mother begins the long days of incubation, nearly 3 weeks of quiet, patient incubation, amidst the harsh changes of the forest. No help from the male, no fanfare, no need for praise, just gentle, complete devotion, and heartbreaking beauty in the heart of wild nature. Below ground. A flock of coati, a playful long-nosed animal, is moving through the dense layer of fallen leaves. The females lead the way, their backs arched, their tails erect like small antennas swinging in the air. Following behind are the chirping chicks, always keeping a close enough distance to avoid losing the group. Coati have brown fur, long and flexible snouts like an exploration tool, always sniffing and scratching the ground to find food, from fruits, eggs, insects, to even small lizards. They live in matriarchal groups, usually with females of the same generation, and their chicks, forming close-knit, orderly communities. While the adult males are solitary, the females display remarkable cooperation, sharing food, caring for each other, and protecting their young from predators. The coati are led by their mothers to the edge of a small stream that winds along the edge of the grassland, where the cool air smells of young mud and moss. Here life converges. A group of capybaras lazily sunbathe and bask in the cool water, while nearby, a crocodile lies motionless as a log, its indifferent eyes watching for any movement around it. They spread out, moving deftly among the wet reeds. They used their snouts to scan the ground, digging up grass, digging mud, looking for lungfish that had just swam to the surface to breathe. A coati quickly grabbed a fish that was still thrashing about, but the noise attracted attention from above. A black shadow swooped down like an arrow. It was a caracara baby. It did not rush at the adult coati, but aimed straight at the clumsy young one that was stealing its prey. The mothers immediately reared up, growling. The remaining children also quickly retreated into the bushes. The attacked young one managed to slip through a bush, hiding the fish under the wet grass. The bird of prey had to fly up, defeated by the agile reflexes of the whole flock. The dangerous blink passed. The coati flock returned to their meal, this time more cautious and alert. On the stream bank, amidst the murmur of water and the distant calls of birds, the snouts still constantly scan the ground, full but never letting down their guard. Because in the jungle, wisdom is not only instinct, but also a condition for survival. On a low tree canopy by the stream, in the humid dark forest of Mata Atlantica, a small, almost invisible creature is nestling under the green leaves. The glass frog. With a body only a few centimeters long, the belly skin is so transparent that the heart and internal organs can be seen beating steadily inside. This frog is the perfect embodiment of fragility, but also a testament to the master camouflage strategy in nature. Glass frogs do not live underwater like many other frogs, but spend most of their lives hanging on leaves near the stream. During the day they are almost invisible thanks to their pale green skin and the edge diffusion effect, which makes the outline of their body melt into the leaf background. At night, when the forest is immersed in a cold, humid air, they become active, jumping around to find prey, ants, flies, small insects. When the rainy season falls on the old forest, awakening every silent vein of life in Mata Atlantica's heart, it is also the time when the love of the glass frog begins to resonate. And then, a female responds to that invitation, gently appearing as if it had been arranged in advance. On the dewy leaves they wrap around each other in a brief but meaningful moment. And the crystallization of that encounter, a cluster of eggs as transparent as morning dew, will gently condense on the green leaf, waiting for the day life will bloom. But the most miraculous is the role of the male. After mating he does not leave but stays, silently guarding the nest day and night. He protects them from intruders. From a wasp nest hanging between the branches, the silhouettes of predators begin to move. One, then two, then the whole swarm rushes forward. They glided close to the foliage, aiming straight for the fragile egg cluster hanging on a thin leaf, where a lone male glass frog was guarding. Each kick was precise with his hind legs, like a tiny ninja in the jungle. The father frog silently guarded every drop of life hanging on the fragile leaf. The battle ended in just a few seconds, quick, neat, and breathtaking. The swarm of bees had retreated. In the silence of the forest, if the frog could speak, it would have said just one word firmly like a father. As long as I am here, nothing is allowed to touch you. The clear egg clusters began to vibrate gently. Life gradually moved from within. Each tiny tadpole escaped its shell, slid over the edge of the leaf, and fell straight into the water below. From that moment, a new journey began, quiet, fragile, but full of instinct. In the competitive and dangerous world of the jungle, this silent sacrifice is a reminder that sometimes the most amazing things come from the smallest creatures. Brazil, a great arena of survival, where death and life go hand in hand. Every species, whether fearsome or small, contributes to the endless saga of the wild. If you love the wild, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you don't miss the next dramatic battles for survival. In the darkness of the deep ocean, two legless creatures hunt in silence. When violence meets poison, who will be the last survivor? Ocean mystery. The deadly battle between moray eels and venomous sea snakes. Beneath the endless blue waves, there exists another world, a world of darkness, silence, and creatures beyond imagination. The ocean, where life began, is also where it is most cruel. Between the coral maze and the deep abyss, strange creatures are constantly evolving to survive. Some have shapes that seem to come from other planets, some use toxins instead of claws, and there are also those who hide in the darkness, waiting for the moment to strike fatally. In that world, strength is not everything, but the ability to adapt. And among the myriad creatures of the deep sea, there are two legless creatures that share the same fate, the sea eel and the venomous sea snake, two silent killers of the ocean. In the middle of the winding coral maze, where the light is only a faint silver streak, a head sticks out from a crevice in the rocks. The eyes are small, round, and cold as steel. The body is nearly 3 meters long, the skin is smooth and scaleless, dotted with greenish-brown spots that blend into the coral color. It is the giant moray eel, the creature that dominates the coral reefs of the Indian Ocean. With no ribs, its body is as flexible as a wire, allowing it to slip through crevices in the rocks that no other species can enter. Its sharp, backward curved teeth hide 2 layers of double jaws, the outer set to hold onto its prey, the inner set to pull its victim deep into its throat, like a perfect killing machine. Moray eels live alone, occupying each cave as its own territory. At night, it lurks in the darkness, waiting for the sound of the waves to drown out its movements, then rushes out like a bolt of lightning. The bite is so fast that the human eye cannot see it. lionfish, baby sharks, stingrays, or even octopuses, all can become its prey. A black shadow of ink slithers past. From the cliff in the distance, an adult octopus appears, its arms moving limply but alertly. It changes color constantly, blending into the sand, a camouflaged warrior, intelligent and dangerous. But this is Moray eel territory. The air seems to thicken. The eel moves slowly, each segment of its body undulating, its eyes following every movement. Then a puff of sand dust rises. The Moray eel leaps out. After only a few seconds of struggling, the deep sea falls silent again. Only the ink color spreads like a streak of smoke in the pale light. At the bottom of the ocean, the giant Moray eel is not picky about its food. Its menu is frighteningly diverse, from small fish, groupers, shrimp, crabs, young rays, and even poisonous creatures like lionfish. It chooses its prey, not because it is easy to catch, but because it is instinctively fearless. As an ambusher in the dark, the Moray eel knows its advantages: unexpected bounce, precise double bite, and an oily body that makes it difficult for even the most dangerous creatures to resist. What would be a risk for other species is an opportunity for it to assert its position as a reef monster. After each hunt, the Moray eel returns to its cave, where it rests, mates, and guards the next generation. During the warm water season, usually from September to December, the giant Moray eel begins its breeding season. They do not live in pairs, only finding each other when mating season arrives. In the still waters, two individuals entwine like a moving silk ribbon, releasing sperm and eggs at the same time, letting the ocean current carry life far away. The female can lay up to 1 million tiny eggs, floating in the middle of the water, unprotected. Each egg is a gamble with the ocean. Most will be washed away or become food for other species. Only a few transparent larvae survive, drifting for months before transforming into juveniles, finding a new reef to start the hunting cycle again. Despite its ferocity, Moray eels have enemies. it is not invincible. In the world of the ocean, every predator is someone else's prey. And now, in the nearby waters, a creature was approaching, silent, graceful, but carrying a venom 10 times more potent than that of a cobra. The sea surface shimmered with gold. The light penetrated the water, illuminating its long, slender body as it gently undulated in the shallows. Unlike Moray eels, creatures of darkness and reefs, this creature came from the world of light and currents. Sea snake. A creature that seems soft and fragile, but is one of the most venomous species on the planet. They are descendants of land snakes, evolving over millions of years to perfectly adapt to ocean life. Their paddle-like bodies help them swim easily, while their lungs extend almost the entire length of their bodies, allowing them to hold their breath for more than 2 hours. Their skin absorbs oxygen directly from the water, a rare ability among reptiles. Seemingly fragile, but inside is the perfect biological weapon, neurotoxin, strong enough to kill dozens of creatures in just a few minutes. Sea snakes do not hunt in the dark. They prefer the early morning light, slithering along coral reefs, through crevices and rocks, looking for prey. Small fish, young eels, squid, even creatures hidden deep in caves, cannot escape the lightning-fast bite. They do not need strength, just a small bite. The venom has paralyzed the prey's nervous system. Unlike solitary moray eels, sea snakes sometimes hunt in groups, dozens of them surrounding an area, forcing small schools of fish into rocky corners and attacking simultaneously. They also mate in the water, entwining with each other in the gentle waves. Then the female will give birth to young, not laying eggs, right in the heart of the ocean. A closed life cycle, tied to the sea, where venom is the key to survival. But today, in that still water, a sea serpent was slithering deep into an area few dared to venture. Dull columns of light pierced the water, casting shimmering streaks among the coral. There was no sound except the quiet bubbling and the steady breathing of the ocean. A fishy smell wafted through the water. It was a strange smell, not that of small fish or shrimp or crab. It was the smell of a large, living, and hidden creature. The Moray sensed the intrusion into its territory. A fight broke out. The two bodies were tightly entwined, spinning in the opaque mist. One side was muscle and terrible grip. The other side was poison seeping through the blood, a battle between violence and biology. In just a few minutes, the eel's movements slowed, its body twitching slightly. The neurotoxin began to lock down every muscle, cutting off the giant's vital command. The deep sea became quiet again. No victory in this ocean is permanent, only the law of adaptation. The strong with muscles fell before the small one with invisible weapons. Once again, the ocean proved its immutability. In this deep place, the ruler is never the strongest, but the one who knows how to adapt better. The ocean currents carried away each small grain of sand, carrying with them the traces of the war that had just ended. The water gradually warmed, the blue color fading as the sunlight penetrated deeper. Above, the coral reef appeared like a living city, colorful, multi-shaped, and full of paradoxes. Among the brilliant coral were countless small creatures. Schools of butterfly fish swerved like silver clouds, shrimp nesting in the crevices of the rocks, soft corals swaying to the rhythm of the water. This is the heart of the ocean, where every grain of sand, every branch of coral is part of a complex chain of survival. But this same place of beauty is also a battlefield of silent predators. The tranquility is but a fragile shell that hides the violence that simmers beneath every wave. Beneath the labyrinthine coral domes, the order of nature is maintained by blood and instinct. And now, an ancient predator is entering these waters. The dorsal fin cuts through the water. The movement is graceful, but it contains the power of millions of years of evolution. The cold eyes, the long snout, and the rows of razor-sharp serrated teeth. That is the reef shark, an ancient predator born to smell blood from miles away. The reef shark, not the largest predator in the ocean, is a perfect example of adaptation. Small enough to be just over 2 meters long, its body is streamlined like an arrow, covered in thick skin with thousands of tiny teeth, pointing backward, helping to reduce water friction and accelerate suddenly when attacking. The structure of its body is a testament to millions of years of evolution to hunt in the tight spaces of coral reefs, where even a wrong turn can injure a predator. Their eyes are adapted to dim light, seeing clearly even at dusk or under the shadow of the waves. The tapetum lucidum, a reflective membrane behind the retina, helps it capture every faint ray of light, turning darkness into an ally. Its sense of smell, an invisible weapon, allows it to detect a drop of blood among millions of liters of water. But even more terrifying, around the shark's snout is a network of bioelectric receptors, called ampulla of Lorenzini, which can sense the faint electrical signals emitted by the muscles of its prey. A twitch, a heartbeat, is enough for it to accurately locate the person hiding in the football. Not hunting in packs like hammerhead sharks, nor absolutely solitary like great white sharks, reef sharks usually move in small groups, keeping enough distance to surround their prey, but avoiding collisions between reefs. They don't need to wait too long. The shark has its target. A lunge, a bite, then retreat, waiting for its opponent to tire. This way of hunting is fast, cold, and doesn't waste energy. Unlike the white shark that hunts in deep, cold waters, the reef shark chooses warm waters, where light shines obliquely through coral reefs, and strong currents are full of small fish there. It is not only a hunter, but also a balancer for the entire ecosystem, eliminating weak and sick ones, keeping the food chain running smoothly. Despite its reputation as ferocious, with evolutionary instinct, the reef shark does not kill out of hunger, but for the natural order of the sea. Reef sharks can live for more than 25 years, reproduce by carrying gestation in the body. The young develop in the mother's womb and are born with the ability to swim and hunt on their own. They do not need to be taught, because all survival skills have been engraved in every strand of DNA, inherited from hundreds of previous generations. In the endless blue sea, they are a symbol of the balance between speed, feeling, and instinctive intelligence. A creature so perfectly designed that it has not needed to change for tens of millions of years. Despite its cold appearance and seemingly emotionless eyes, the reef shark rarely attacks humans. It does not regard us as prey. Only when its territory is invaded, or when the scent of blood permeates the water, does its ancient instincts arise, fast, precise, and without warning. In the coral reef's predatory chain, Moray eels are the ones of darkness. Sea snakes possess deadly venom. But the reef shark is the one that stands above all. Its ancient hunting instinct makes it the pinnacle of ocean power. But the mysteries of the deep are not over yet. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to explore the next fierce survival journey of the underwater world.